Hello everyone, welcome to CareersTalk. So in this video, we are going to look at art of writing the resume. Not just the resume, we are going to look at how to make the professional format of resume as well as more appealing to the HR as well as the ATS tool. So by end of this video, I'll be sharing a couple of AI tools which is going to help you to make your resume get through the ATS as well as for the HRs. Okay. So in this video, we will cover the sections and everything. How are we going to make the proper resume? This is not only for the Scrum Masters or product manager or project manager. This is for everyone who are curiously, passionately looking for the job changer. So we'll start quickly. Before that, I would like to share a couple of things. The first thing is that, as I always say, thank you so much, Sunil, for giving me the opportunities to contribute to CareersTalk YouTube channel. And the second thing today is that I'm so sorry, Sunil and team, for not contributing actively to CareersTalk for the last 1.5 months. This is the place where I started my journey or my career journey, if I want to say, which I had a great, good chance to learn many things and grow like anything up. So I'm so sorry for not contributing actively. Hereafter, I believe I will do the same and I commit to do it. If you guys are also really interested to provide or add value to Careers Talk, please do reach out Sunan or please provide your interest in the comment section. Sunan will reach out to you guys. So let's get into this one. This is going to be a very short video. Okay, so let's move on. What are all the key sections to incorporate? Yes, I do help people in law in making a resume, but many are missing out the key sections what we really want to have in our resume to highlight our work and our profile and make it appealing. So what is the primary thing we want to have? The first thing is that personal info. What does it mean by personal info? Name, email ID, mobile number, mainly on the LinkedIn ID. These are all few things. Many places which HR and the remaining team members were not looking for the any address until unless it is specifically asked. And what is the next section we want to have? Personal statements. It should be 150 to 200 words, compelling personal statements. So please use appropriate AI tool or chat GPT to make a personal statement. This is going to say who you as a person, as an individual. Okay, so make it very properly. And then the professional experience, your position, your company name, tenure, from when to when you have worked in this organization. So those details you want to share in detail. Okay, and core competencies. So you must be having some core competencies. So please put that in the bullet points. Don't make your resume like very plain text from top to bottom. At the meantime, don't use too much of graphics because ATS tools are not reading the graphics appropriately. That is what I felt when I'm testing my resumes and few other resumes. So core competencies, please put it in the bullet points, and then the achievements. So achievements should be always in numbers. It's not should be. If it is in the numbers, it would be very great and good because this is something which is going to say that which is going to segregate us from others. Okay, this is going to be a outstanding person, something like that. It is going to say. So your achievement is like something 10 percentage of my team happiness has got increased. This is something I achieved in my last assignment with this particular company or XY, etc. And if any certifications you earn, certifications and tools, what are all the tools you know, that hands-on tool details do incorporate. Okay, so these are all the few sections like personal info, personal statement, professional experience, core competencies, achievements, certifications, tools. Please ensure these sections to be in your resume at the bare minimum. Okay. Okay. So crafting a professional resume expertise tips. Okay. Resume formatting. There are 4 categories I have made here. Resume formatting, resume design, dynamic resume structure, and experiences emphasize. Okay. Emphasize your experience. That is what it means. So resume formatting. See guys, please, this particular slide is really important. Ensure to have these points in your resumes. Okay. Limit to a concise 2-page format. 1 page, 2 page. 1 page will seems to be very short. More than 2 pages will seems to be very long. No one has more time to read it. Resumes are something read by people for 30 seconds, not even more than that. 30 seconds to 1 minute. That's it. So please be very concise. 2-page format is more than enough. Aim for 475 to 600 words for brevity. This is something very professional and very common way of saying, but sometimes exceed little bit because 600 words is very less for us to cover it up. And thorough proofreading for accuracy. Please, this is something you really want to look at and you want to ensure before you are sending your resume. When my people who are sharing the resumes with me, they are not even looking at the alignments in the proofreading. So I always emphasize this is something basic which we want to ensure. And avoid unnecessary or verbose content. You can use fluffy content and stuff tools to look at where our verbose content. Make your resume, copy your resume and paste it over there. It will show you this is a fluffy content, this is some irrelevant content, that things and all it will highlight. So use that kind of fluffy content tools. Utilize professional fonts. Please don't use fonts whichever you like. Professional fonts like Cambria or Calibri, these are all few fonts which seems to be very professional. And ensure your font size no smaller than 11 points. You can change to 11 to 13 to highlight your headings and topics and something like that. But ensure it shouldn't go less than 11 points. Okay. So when coming to the resume design, include your LinkedIn profile for additional context. I'm not going to say this as an additional context. Include your LinkedIn profile for sure. It's a mandatory thing which you want to do. Okay. And use two colors. Don't have just a one color. If it is possible, use two colors, but don't make it more colorful like so okay, funny and kiddish, but that's okay, totally fine. It doesn't mean that resumes shouldn't be with more colors, but use two colors. Keep it very simple and light. Email ID, mobile number, languages known, please address those things. Languages, what and all you know, please ensure. If you're specifically looking for any specific countries, if suppose you are looking at German, please include German language, Germany and all. If you're looking for, please include German. And similarly, Netherlands, Dutch, that kind of languages, if you are aware, please ensure to put it up. Okay. And if I want to say, in fact, another one interview which I had attended recently, they were looking for my IELTS scores and all, which was I was so surprised. What is IELTS score? And they were asking me to submit my IELTS score report card and all. So these kind of validations and also is there to ensure are we good in communication in English, that kind of uh, confirmations they are seeking for. So what I suggest, please include the languages what you have known properly. Adhere to a consistent color coding scheme for clarity and cohesion. There are many tools, stuffs are there like coolers palette. So you can use some kind of palettes to pick the colors and use proper color coding and all. Okay, don't go with too much monochromatic, but whatever you feel it's good, please ensure to have that kind of color coding. It should be consistent across. If you look at my presentation at this moment, throughout the deck the consistency will be maintained, and it is maintained. Okay, it's not will be, it is maintained. So similarly in your resume also ensure to maintain the consistency with the colors as well. Okay, and mainly photos. So please attach your professional passport size photo in the resumes, which will show that you are willing to do things. Okay, so your willingness also being represented in the photos. And then the dynamic resume structure. So this is important section. Please give your 100% attention towards it. Utilize action verbs for impactful descriptions, like derived, delivered. That kind of appropriate action words will help us to look at the thing what they really looking forward from us. Okay, and place education at the top for students. If you are a student after your college, you're looking for a job, then that moment it's good to have your education information at the top. Otherwise keep it down. If you are a working profession who had experience more than 10 years or more than 5 years, whatever it is. Okay, so then shift it to the bottom to gain the professional experience. And experience, emphasize your experiences, what you have gained in your previous organizations or work. So begin with the most pertinent experience. That means if you're working in some company, so-called ABC, start with ABC, then go with XYZ, MNO, LOP, like that. So highlight measurable outcomes and quantitative achievements. This is very, very important. This is going to segregate us and shows who are we and how what we made, what kind of problem we solved, how good we are at something. Okay, so highlight measurable outcomes like 20%, 30%, or 5%, or CSAT score got increased. That kind of measurable outcomes, please ensure to have it in your resume for sure. So from there only, interviewer will tend to ask more questions to you. So they must be very curious. So you can set the stage for your interview by giving up this kind of prompts to the interviewers. So if you adding 20% velocity got increased, they must be very curious to ask you, how did you make this? Okay, how did you make this? Please help us to understand. So you can set the stage for the or forum for your interview. Okay, and customize the resume according to the job description. See, nowadays I'm seeing this is very common. If someone posted any job openings, within some 10 to 15 minutes, 100 applicants were there. How come it is possible? They don't even post proper job description, but we are all applying. We are all rushing and applying for it. So no point if you're rushing and applying out of thousands of resumes. They need to pick only one or two or three max to max. So thousands of resume, if they want to filter, they may look for the right candidate who is matching the job description and everything. So though you are applying, you may not get calls. So ensure that customize your resume according to the job description. Even if, in fact, if you put the job description in the chat gpt and ask the chat gpt what is the main expectation on this one, it will give you. And then you can little bit alter on it, saying that please make some points, and I have the skill set, please make some points and make it up. In chat gpt 4.0, little bit advanced also, you just want to put the job description and you want to upload your resume. In that one, it is saying that what are all the skills you do have, what are all the skills missing according to the job description. And it is also suggesting that how can you improve, how important that particular skill set for your career. So you can try it out chat gpt 4 also to know where you are struggling or where is a gap between the job description and for yourself, and how important it is. Some tool, something may not be essential for us, so that moment we can get to know that okay, this is not essential, but ChatGPT is saying this is important, this is not important, this is missing, this is not missing. And it will help you to get, like, how can we develop that particular skill set also. And ChatGPT also will help you to know how to make that particular point for your resume. So maybe ChatGPT 4 is on based on the payment, so you can opt out if you're interested. Otherwise, if you can make by yourself, that is well and good. Look at the job description and do it manually. That is not a problem. Incorporate essential keywords and skills. Look at the job description. Maybe you can use some word cloud generator, put the job description, and it will give the word clouds. Like these are all the words: product backlog, refinement. These are all the something mentioned in the JD. So based on that, you can put it over. Okay, and pick up that one and you can make it up. Showcase proficiency in relevant software skills. So show that, tell that where you are in this software skills and thing. Okay. Okay. So elaborate discussion. Let me put it. Elaborate description. Resume formatting. Please ensure your resume formatting is appropriate. Okay. So for category again, resume formatting, resume design, dynamic resume, experience. The same thing which we saw just now, the same thing, it's a continuation kind of thing, but I'm giving a little bit of examples. So proof check tabulation, no fluffy content. That's what I said. Use glitches and buzzwords and get out the fluffy content from your resume. Okay. And then keep your formatting minimalistic and consistent. Your format should be consistent. It shouldn't be like so much messy. So have it very consistent. And resume design. Professional headshot profile along with photos with profile summary is really essential. Have some profile summary like saying what is your overall experience, where you are good at, and if you are working in any other different countries, that also you can mention. And dynamic resume. Emphasize impactful business metrics in your application. Say for an example, Excel, if you're an Excel expertise, proficient in financial modeling, pivot tables, and advanced formulas. So use this kind of specific areas where you are good at. So emphasize where you are good at, aligning with the job description and your professional experience. And experience, managed, developed. I said right, verbs, use these things: managed, developed, or implemented. These kind of terms will help us. So advanced Excel helps highlight your abilities to perform. This are all something, if you look at this one, advanced Excel skills, when they are starting itself, they are making like this. So please ensure to use this kind of active verbs. Okay. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. So resume pitfalls to clear off. Graphics, ditch graphics, tables, or any other fancy design. Don't want to have many fancy designs and all, because as I said already in the beginning, they are not getting through ATS. Too much of fancy designs. Okay, and education. Keeping education summary before your experience is something very odd. If you are an experienced candidate, as I said already, please put it last or at the end. You bring it down. Okay, buzzy words, refine buzzy words, include the right terms and the action verbs. Okay, and metrics. This is very important. Have some meaningful, quantifiable metrics which you can say that I'm good at this. I'm doing this one like this. Okay. Again, this is something going to set your stage for your interview. And spelling mistakes, autocorrect or Grammarly, you can use those things, Grammarly and all, to check the spelling mistakes. So spelling mistakes are not very basic. Don't give any loops to say that someone to say that no, this is having many spelling mistakes and all, which will create a bit of bad impression on us, which we don't want to give to them. Okay. So what are the important keywords? Guys, this slide alone is going to cover for Scrum Master or an Agile coach. This is not for everyone, but till the last slide, it's for everyone. Okay. So cross-functional, self-organized, high-performing, agile transformation, digital transformation, continuous improvement, CI/CD. Nowadays, you're looking for CI/CD a lot, and SaaS. These are all few things which you are expecting from the Scrum Master. Sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, product backlog, sprint backlog, DevOD, user stories, acceptance criteria, product owner, developer, sprint retrospective, coaching, facilitation, TDD, BDD, FDD, ATDD, training materials, OKR, KPI metrics, Kanban, Safe, Lean, Jira, ADO, Monday.com, or Asana, whatever the tools you are using, ensure to have it. And where you are good at. You may be good at decision making, you may be good at problem solving, or conflict resolution, or impediment or blockers, dependencies, risk, stakeholder management. These are all the few important keywords which you can ensure to have it in your resume. Okay. And more than this, if you if you want to add according to your skill set and your profile, you can look at the word cloud, as I said. If you go and type in the Google word cloud, it will give something. So paste your job description and get this one, get the word clouds, and then take the appropriate words, insert into your resume. Don't insert as it is. Use ChatGPT or use your sense and make that as a proper resume point, which you had an experience, that kind of you had that experience like that, make it and put it. Okay, if you really have that experience. This is something. And at last, before I say thank you, as I promised, there is one AI so-called resumeworded.com. Okay, resumeworded AI, where you can create your own resume and you can ask that particular AI how good my resume is. So it will show through ATS, to get through the ATS. So it will analyze it completely and it will show you 100% or 90%. If you made your resume properly, and if it is crossing 85 to 90%, then in that case, it's well and good. Whatever the ATS tool, it will get through that ATS tool. Okay, so resumeworded.com or AI, you can just Google it, you will get that one first. The beauty of that is that if you ask this to put your job description, and if you ask this to make your resume, it will make your resume appropriately, and it will help us to check our resume quality. Quality, it means it get through the AI or what. That is also it will share with us. So try out that tool. It is very helpful. I think some 3 to 4 times you can get it for free. If you are trying more or if you are helping for others, then in that moment you really want to pay for it. Okay. So that is one AI. Yes, if I get to know any other tools and any other AI for this resume making services, I will definitely let you know, guys. Okay, I hope this video added a value. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you, Sunan, for the opportunity. We'll meet you all in another one video.